All right, welcome to the South Shore Music Hall. We are backstage with guys from Pop Evil. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us tonight.
Thank you for having us.
We literally met like 30 seconds ago. And like you guys came in and you're like, hi, I'm so-and-so, I'm so-and-so. And you walk in and we sat down and they're like, okay, you guys can go. So
that's the way to do it.
It's nice to meet you guys finally.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to, or at least Boston a little bit. We're in Quincy. We were talking about the hookers. You can get hookers here after midnight. Downtown Boston, you can't. But in Quincy, I'm pretty sure you can find everything after midnight. So you guys are good to go.
We're in the right spot. We're in the right spot.
So I haven't met you guys before, so it's nice to finally meet you. I want to talk to you about the video, because I heard about the castle, and I want to hear all about like the creepy, haunted stories about the castle, because it was very cool.
It was very creepy. Yeah, we weren't allowed to really touch anything at the time. We just had to stay focused on the task at hand. But it was just a beautiful spot there in Gothenburg, Sweden, and it was just awesome, man. It was a great opportunity. I know the guys rode their bikes down. You know, I'll let them kind of talk a little bit more about it. But definitely was haunted, that's for sure.
Yeah, I want to know like what weird happened to you during like the video shoot and stuff. Are you the shit magnet of the band? Are you the guy that all the weird stuff happens to?
No, not necessarily, but we did have a cool story for like leading up to the shoot. Chachi and I actually went down to the Harley Davidson dealership there in Gothenburg, and they let us take 2 Harleys out, so we got to like ride them through the countryside, these little farm towns and stuff in Sweden, like all the way up to the castle to the shoot.
Probably one of the coldest rides I've ever made, especially for that distance in my life.
Yeah. So that was cool. I mean,
we could get bikes now. It's pretty damn cold outside.
It was colder than this, I promise. It was not ideal, but I mean, how many? We talked about it, like how many opportunities are we going to get to take, a Harley for a ride in Gothenburg, Sweden, to a castle? So
I didn't see anything really strange with the castle, but like Nick mentioned earlier, like we weren't allowed to touch anything. Like you weren't even allowed to set like a backpack on a table. Everything was like, oh, that table is $60,000. Don't even look at it. It's weird.
Well, it's hilarious in the U.S. because we think, especially in Boston, something's a few hundred years old. Ooh, it's really old. You go to a place like that and they're like, oh, that's cute. You think something a few hundred years old is actually old. Right. This castle's 4,000 years old. Don't touch anything.
Right.
Do you guys travel with your motorcycles? Do you guys all ride?
Unfortunately, no, we cannot travel, but Matt and I both ride.
Let's talk bikes, because I ride too. What do you got?
Let's talk about how we can travel with motorcycles.
I've got a Harley Davidson night train, and I've got a project bike right now that I'm working on putting together.
What are you building? Something that's going to crush your tailbone when you hit a bump?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's the seat's like this high off the ground, like your ass just like a foot off the ground, and old Paco like 60s Springer front end, like bars. Yeah.
So is that when you guys are off the road? Is that where you guys can all track him down? He's like in his garage with the wrenches. Is that where you are?
Actually do, yeah. Like working on a lot of projects and stuff like that when I'm at home. That's pretty accurate.
So when you guys aren't on the road, like what are you guys doing? What's your like I skydive. That's like my thing. When I'm not in the studio, I jump out of planes. So what do you guys do?
I probably travel the most, like nonstop. I mean, travel and eat out is my thing. Travel and food.
Most bands are on the road so much that all they want to do is go home, sit in their lazy boy with a recliner and a beer when they
We
get
just don't
home.
get to enjoy a lot of the finer things though. Like when we're on the road, we're so busy that it's different when you go and get to spend time there. So that's probably what I do the most, at least.
The most I can, I try to get out and golf as much as I can.
Really?
I try to get out with this guy. Like,
You're the golfer?
well, look, we get really competitive about a lot of things.
Please tell me you don't wear those ridiculous
yes,
golf
I absolutely
outfits.
do, and I look good. I look
with
good
like
in
the
that.
culottes, with the socks, and the stupid hat with the pom-pom. Are you that guy?
Yeah, I love you, Dad. Yep.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, it's golf. It's a lot of relaxing.
See, that's what most people in bands say. They're like, when I get home, I don't do shit. I sit in my house, I pull the blinds, and I watch Sports Center until...
I'll tell you this, you won't find me near any musical equipment at all.
That's me. Pull the blinds. Don't
Just hang out at home.
Just relax, rest the voice. Just be normal. Just be normal. Do normal things. Go to the movie. Go to the mall. Go to Applebee's. You know what I mean? Just do something different that we don't get a chance really to do on the road. So.
What I've also learned, which I think is hilarious, is that every kid is embarrassed by like their parents. Do any of you guys have kids, and are your kids totally and completely embarrassed that their dads are in a rock band?
No, I think
This is a kid-free band?
If I have any, they don't know me enough to They could very well be embarrassed, and I would have no idea.
Right. Not
So anybody that's watching this that thinks that might be your dad, I don't know where they are now. I have no idea where they are now.
My tour schedule is not online. Don't look.
Don't look.
Take my word for it.
Now, what about sports? Because you guys are in one of the biggest, most passionate sports towns. I can give you this advice when you go up on stage tonight. If you do nothing else, if you just say something about the Red Sox or the Patriots, the crowd will be eating out of your hand because
It's Title Town.
It is Title Town. We are such homers here that we're so easily manipulated into loving you by just mentioning like the Red Sox.
I think we're pretty huge sports fans. A couple of us more than others, but I mean, you know, as a sports fan, you have to pay respect to where success is, and obviously Boston has been really successful in every sport.
I'm trying to ignore your hat, by the way.
Well, you guys are Title
Town.
Town, but we're still Hockey Town, so let's get one thing straight here. But yeah, we're definitely sports fans. Football probably the biggest on the bus, I would say. Hockey is probably a close second, and a couple of us down.
There are certain cities that being a sports fan is more than just like recreation.
Absolutely.
It's like a branded way of life. It's like a cult.
I was watching the game on my phone until we came to this interview tonight.
I'm sorry I interrupted that with this stupid
That's
radio
over with.
interview. Like
Stupid
really?
Senators.
How did bands like in the 80s tour without like smartphones and Twitter?
Drugs.
They had a lot more drugs.
Yeah, a lot more.
Yes.
There's got to be drugs out there. Somebody out there, I promise you, has drugs. We're in Quincy.
I think that's guaranteed.
I promise you somebody here has drugs. One of these people behind the cameras probably has drugs. I would be depressed if somebody on our own staff, Mike Shue, didn't have drugs around. So when you're talking about traveling, like, there, you know, you see all those travel shows, you see all that stuff, but when you're a touring band, you always find the seediest places to get food, like the best bars, you know, the hole-in-the-wall places that when you go into those cities, you're like, oh my God, we have to go there.
The best.
So you guys are the travel like experts. We should have like a WAAF travel show.
Yes.
So if we were gonna go out on the road, give us like travel tips of some places that you've been that you just love that you can't live without. You got one?
Atlantic City, the Muscle Bar. That place is
Man,
outstanding.
that muscle bar is definitely up there. What casino is that? Do you remember?
Is it because of the girls or the food or the drinks or all three?
It's the food.
The food?
I feel like I could go on for a lot of cities for this, but one place I'm gonna be super risky here and go to New York City, even though there's so many good places to eat there.
Really? New York.
But there's
Really?
a place
This
in New
is
York
the guy.
City it's well known, but it's not super well known. It's in Brooklyn. It's called Fat Sal. It's barbecue, and it destroys any Kansas City barbecue I've ever had in my
You
life.
are about to piss off all kinds of people in
Just
Kansas
saying.
City right now.
I had Kansas City barbecue, and I was really excited, and it was good. But Fat Sal is pretty insane. I'm not saying well, the problem with Kansas City barbecue probably was we were there for like 12 hours. We didn't stay the night, so I didn't have a chance to like look for the local favorites. I went to like you know all the big names, Gates Barbecue.
Yeah.
Everyone's big, and it was good. But I was looking for that little extra.
And you just need to go to like the whole.
You gotta find the whole. You gotta find the dive.
Yeah.
Someone that lives there has got to be like.
Nobody
and
knows
that's
about
also
this
a
place. There's
foodie.
no sign outside.
Exactly. That's the
the place.
place.
Looks condemned.
That's the place.
I got a really good spot too. Sauget, Illinois.
Why are they all laughing when you just mention the name of the place? I want to hear the story.
We've dubbed it Manland. It's kind of like in between cities. There's no real jurisdiction there, so they do things a little different. Like they keep the bars open 24 hours a day.
It sounds like heaven.
It's like there's a little concert venue.
That's why it's
tucked
called
away
Manland.
in,
Manland.
It's like basically an industrial park, and there are like three things around. There's a concert venue and a strip club on either side of it. And
Which is perfect placement
Yeah.
right off the bat.
you'd be amazed what they will do if you walk in that place with a tour pass hanging off you.
Well, a laminate is kind of like flypaper. I mean, you just walk anywhere around a concert venue with a laminate pass, and it's like
I'm not normally the kind of guy to like flaunt that, but in that particular
anybody that doesn't know you're in a band is kind of an idiot anyway. I mean, seriously.
it's let's just say $1 goes a long ways there.
Don't you think that there should be
Bang
some
for
kind of
your buck,
travel
eh?
show for people like us? There isn't. There's travel shows for sports people. There's travel shows for foodies, people that, you know, are looking for like craft beers and food, but there's no place that tells rock fans like where to go, like the underground seedy places to get good drugs, cheap women, and barbecue. Like, we need to start a show. This is a brilliant idea that's bubbling up right here between WAAF and Pop Evil. Like, this is gonna happen, Food Network.
That'd be awesome.
It would be great,
I
right?
would love to try to take people on a guided tour.
And like, just don't eat at that place because like you can get salmonella. Like, you don't hear that on the Food Network.
Yeah, like I've thrown up, or the best place to get food when you're hammered. Is,
Yeah. Nobody gives that advice except maybe Anthony Bourdain after like a night of drinking something.
If we're gonna do the hammer thing, I gotta go Yesterdog, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Dude, the Anchor Bar in Grand Rapids
Anchor Bar
has a hidden
Wasted
menu
food?
that's awesome.
Well, they don't. Yeah, it's a hidden menu. You have to just ask for it.
You have to like know that they make
knock 3
food.
times on the bar, dude, and waitress winks at you, and you're like, I'm in. You know?
I'm in. Whatever it is that you
Give
want
me
to
that
cook,
Reuben
I'm good.
over there.
Hey,
Take
what's
that.
that pizza place in Louisville we'd always go to?
A Spuds. Oh, what is it?
See, I told you, this idea is brilliant.
Spinelli's in Kentucky, man.
You can't forget Matt's Bar for the Juicy Lucy, Minnesota. There you go. The list goes on.
See, I'm gonna start
Show's
writing all of this stuff down, and you know, we'll do like the Pop Evil food tour.
You said craft beer. There was somewhere in Boston that I went that was like insane. Where,
Yeah, with you too.
the Sunset Grill.
Oh yeah, there's like 4,000 beers
I
on
walked
tap.
in, it was like one of those when you walk into like the movie scene and it just has the view around his kid's face. And he's
They
like,
have beer that nobody's ever seen, and you got to get the nachos at the Sunset
It's insane.
because it's
That's what we did, right?
It's what you got, right? Because it comes in like this giant.
See, we talked to the locals. We're like, listen, we want good food and craft beer. And they're like, you gotta go to Sunset.
I had a guy
and that
take me
doesn't
there on
sound
a
like
first
place.
date.
It doesn't sound like a place you'd go for craft beer. The Sunset Bar. I was like,
Yeah, I know.
What?
You think you're gonna walk in there and it's gonna be like girls in hula skirts with Coronas or something.
yeah,
but
exactly.
No, it's
It was
awesome.
awesome.
You can get that there if you really want it, and it's close to BU, so there's drunk college chicks everywhere. All right, before I let you guys go, I want to talk to you guys about people that you've toured with, because I mean, every band has their influences. Every band has their heroes. When you meet somebody that totally inspires you, and you're like a little kid at Christmas meeting Santa Claus, like, who have you guys toured with or played with that you've been like, holy shit, I've made it because I'm talking to this person? Who was it?
Yeah, we've had a lot of them.
There's got to be somebody.
Judas Priest was a big one. We toured Tesla.
The metal god.
For me, we've gone on a lot of tours, like you're saying, and played with a lot of huge bands that have influenced me, and I've never been more just caught off guard than when we played with Jack.
Really?
And they're not, not the biggest band out there, but that was one for me when I was a kid. Like growing up, my dad, my uncles and stuff would sit around watching NASCAR and listen to Jackal.
There's nothing more metal than cutting shit with a chainsaw on stage.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
And it's funny, I literally, it was the first time I stood in line after a show. We'd played with them. They got done and I stood in line to get a t-shirt and get it signed and all that kind of stuff and send it off to my dad and uncle. And since then, I've become really good friends with those guys.
Well, I was gonna say, you have a bike. You got to go to Sturgis and call them up and be like, get me into your bar.
Jesse and I, we've done some rides together, some different stuff like that.
I think he's certifiably insane, don't you think? Jesse's twisted.
He's pretty nuts.
I mean, I love you, but you're fucked up in the head a little bit.
He brought me up on stage one time to play the chainsaw solo, which I guess he's...
You've done it all now. If you've done a solo on a chainsaw, you've pretty much done it all.
That was one of those for me where it was, head and shoulders above everybody else. Playing with Jackals was awesome for me.
And I think as far as from a fan perspective, at least.
Yeah, that you just totally nerded out.
When
and
I
you
was
were
in
like,
catering and we played with Poison and Cece DeVille walked in and asked me how catering was, and I was just eating. And he's like, "Hey man, how's catering?" And I'm like, I just didn't.
After all the partying that guy's done, I'm surprised he could put together
His
a
teeth
sentence.
look amazing.
His teeth look amazing.
I don't know whatever he's brushing his teeth with. People need to hook that up. But that was probably my fanboy moment.
Oral hygiene with Poison.
I love it.
You got nothing? Nobody that...
Well, inspiring. I gotta get up to the guys from Papa Roach. I mean, those guys have been doing it for, I think they've been a band now for 20 years at least, or something like that.
It's crazy.
And they're still out there giving it 120%. So when I watch them every night, I'm like, dude, that's exactly where I want to be at that point in my career. So I gotta say Papa Roach. Love you, Jacoby.
Damn.
really appreciate you guys sitting down and hanging out with me tonight. And we're psyched about the show. Thank you for coming to Quincy.
Thanks for having us.
You guys should have been in town a couple months ago. We threw a hell of a party after the World Series. It was a little warmer. Yeah, you guys got to come back in the summer with the college chicks and the sundresses and.
I'm not really.
Really? You're the one guy that's like really drunk college chicks and sundresses. No, I'm immune. It's like kryptonite to Superman. No.
I was just kidding. Bring it on.
No, you definitely.
That was a challenge.
He's trying to act all like, ooh. Meanwhile, before the cameras turned on, we were talking about hookers. So yeah, there's the shy guy over there with all of the illegitimate children nationwide that he doesn't have any idea who they are.
Found really cheap hookers in Canada.
Canada is so good for really good booze, great strip clubs.
Really expensive.
Yeah. Next time you're in Montreal, go to the 281 Club.
Is that good or bad? Good food? Great nachos?
All of it.
Giant dicks.
What?
That one helped me out.
Whoa, thanks.
All right, that's a wrap.
All right.
It's the only strip club for girls, and I always tell the bands to go there so that you get horrified when you walk in the door.
Awesome. I'll go there if you go with me.
I'll take you in there.
right,
I am fun at the strip club.
All right.
All right, you heard it here first. We're going to Montreal, and then we're going on a food tour with Pop Evil. So thanks for watching. It's WAAF.com. We suckered some guys in there doing that very thing. We're like, dude, we heard this strip club is awesome. And we walk in, and all the guys we were with. I'm still getting used to all of this crap. In radio, like, we used to be able to wear our pajamas and nobody gave a shit. And now all of a sudden they got cameras everywhere and we're like, we have to shower before we come to work. This sucks.
For more exclusive on-demand video, keep checking in at WAAF.com.